Before we get into today's Chiefs versus Cowboys matchup, I want you guys to go down into the comment section and reply to the pinned comment by predicting the score, Chiefs versus Cowboys. Who's going to win? What is the final score going to end up being? Get your score predictions in and let us know. If someone gets the correct score, we'll give you a shout out on next week's show. You're watching the Chiefs Report by Chat Sports. I am your host, Harrison Graham, and hey, we got a get your popcorn ready type of matchup here in Week 11 between the Dallas Cowboys and your Kansas City Chiefs. Dallas coming in at 7-2. Kansas City sitting at 6-4 after 3 straight victories in a blowout win against the Las Vegas Raiders. These are the two of the better teams in the NFL. Chiefs finally starting to figure it out. Dallas has been really good all year long, outside of one bad game against, ironically, AFC West opponent Denver a couple of weeks ago. But other than that, Dallas has been rock solid this year. Chiefs early favorites. It's kind of been 2.5 points, depending on where you look at depending on what sports books, I should say, as I stumble over my words. But it's going to be a close game, according to Las Vegas, and I tend to agree with that assessment. You look at the Chiefs' last 5 games here. 4-1, believe it or not, even though there's been some inconsistent play. Obviously in Week 10, put it all together. Offense, defense, really good. 41-14 win in Las Vegas. 13-7 win against the Packers and Jordan Love a couple of weeks ago. Giants, it was a 20-17 win. Got blown out by Tennessee, and then a 31-13 win against the Washington football team. For the Cowboys, I'm about to sneeze here, battling a cold. Give me just a second. Wow. Not good. Battling this cold. It's just a bloodbath. 43-3 win over the Falcons. That was a blowout. Then that weird loss to the Broncos. Beat the Vikings without Dak Prescott. A Week 7 bye. An epic win over the Patriots in Week 6. Producer Jack doesn't like that one. And then a 44-20 win over the Giants. So those kind of how the teams are trending right now. Both 4-1 over their last 5 games. Here's the deal. Before we preview this matchup, I went to my guy Tom Downey, Father Tom is what we call him here now at Chat Sports, and I said, hey, Chiefs and the Cowboys playing each other this week. Let's see who can get more subscribers. Kind of like we did last week with Mitch and the Raiders Report. I'm challenging you guys being Chiefs Kingdom, to take down Tom and the Cowboys Report. New subscribers this week. We're starting with a clean slate, 0-0 starting right now. Who can get more subs? Help a brother out. We're putting videos out almost every single day here on the channel. And as you're watching this, we are about to cross 22,000 subscribers. So you could be number 22,000. So subscribe. Free videos here on the channel. The latest news, rumors, injury updates, and a whole lot more. Okay, you look at the Chiefs injury report. A couple of names to keep in mind. Lucas Niang, Mike Remmers, both were out against the Raiders with injuries. Rib injury for Niang, knee issue for Remmers. Shout out Andrew Wylie. I thought he held up pretty well against Maxx Crosby. We'll see if one or both of those guys could come back and play right tackle. Kyle Long on the PUP list, but he practiced some last week. Maybe he gets activated this week. We shall see. Clyde Edwards-Helaire also practiced last week, but his practice window to return from IR began as well. I think there's a decent chance he could play against the Dallas Cowboys. For the Dallas Cowboys, obviously, Tyron Smith, I think that's the big one to watch out for at left tackle. He's missed the past couple of weeks, but I think there's a bit of a chance he could play. Tom does not believe he will, so we'll keep an eye on that one. DeMarcus Lawrence, who's been on IR, they could start his practice window this week to return. I doubt he gets activated for this game, but I'll give it an outside chance. And obviously no Randy Gregory, who was placed on IR last week. So if D-Law doesn't return, this Cowboys pass rush leaves a lot to be desired, so there should be some opportunities for this Chiefs offense. So who you got? Type DAL for the Cowboys, type KC for the Kansas City Chiefs. Get your votes in down in the comments on who's going to win this critical NFL Week 11 matchup. This is big for both teams because Chiefs, obviously, while they're in first place, they want to keep winning because they're only a half game up on the Chargers and the Raiders. And then also for Dallas, seeding implications. The NFC East is over. They're going to win that. But they're trying to get that first-round bye. So a big matchup between two explosive teams, type DAL for the Cowboys or type KC for the Kansas City Chiefs. BetUS is our sportsbook partner here at the Chiefs Report. And, hey, had another winning week, 3-2 this week with BetUS, and I bet on the Chiefs as well. Made a lot of money right there. Go to chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Use our promo code Chiefs125. Put down $100. You can get $125 for free. And we're bringing our free jersey giveaway back for you new BetUS customers. If you've been on the fence, like, I don't know, well, we're bringing it back, and you have an opportunity to get a free jersey. All you got to do is follow these steps. Go to chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Use our promo code Chiefs125. Got to deposit a minimum of $100, but you'll get $125 for free with that deposit bonus. Then all you got to do, place a bet on any game for any amount, and then email us, jersey@chatsports.com. Confirm with us that you've gotten your account set up. We'll confirm your account number with BetUS, etc., and then we will hook you guys up with a free Chiefs jersey. Some of the ones we have available are awesome. We have the Mahomes red, the Mahomes yellow as well. I know a lot of you guys were asking me about the yellow jerseys last year. They are back in stock. Travis Kelce red 87 is in there as well, and so is the Tyreek Hill inverted yellow also. Email us, jersey@chatsports.com, and we will hook you guys up with a brand new Chiefs jersey if you get going with BetUS and follow the aforementioned steps. The betting matchup, by the way, if you want to bet on this game, Chiefs 2-point favorites, 2 to 2.5. Like I said, the over-under has been around 55.5, 56. This is how it sits as of now. Again, chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Promo code Chiefs125 if you want to bet on this game. All right, here are my keys to victory. Number one, keep balling, Pat. Mahomes keeps balling. Seems like he got out of his funk at the very end of that Packers game with that clenching pass to Tyreek Hill. That carried over against the Raiders. 35 of 50, 406 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Easily his best game of the season. He was tremendous. Threw a couple of loose balls. He certainly wasn't perfect, but he got back to playing Patrick Mahomes football, and that's just letting it rip, playing loose, having fun. That's what I saw from Mahomes on Sunday night. It's only one game, but he looks to be back to me. Now, if he goes out there and performs well against a good Dallas team and against a Dallas defense that has actually performed pretty well, then it's like, okay, he's for sure back. This wasn't just, it's a rivalry game against the Raiders. He got up for that game. I think if he plays good again this week, then it's like, yeah, he's back. He and this Chiefs offense are definitely back. I think they're trending in that direction. He looks back. Got to prove it again against the Dallas Cowboys. What do you guys think? Is he back? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Is Patrick Mahomes back to being Patrick Mahomes? Get your votes in down in the comments, Y for yes or N for no. Defensive line wins often enough. That is my next key because you don't want to blitz Dak that much. Kind of like teams don't want to blitz Mahomes. You don't want to blitz Dak because they just have so many different ways they can beat you. 3 legit receivers in Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, and CeeDee Lamb. Obviously, Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott out of the backfield. So I think with this front four, you got to be able to get some pressure with just these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to blitz a lot. And ironically, Spags has been blitzing a lot as this defense has played better. I'm not saying you can't do it at all. I'm saying you got to be willing to play coverage and try to win with your front four, at least at times. This front four has played much better in recent weeks. That has certainly been a positive development over the past month or so. Chris Jones appears to be back on track. Melvin Ingram's been a nice addition. Even Jaron Reed had a sack against the Raiders on Sunday night. So did Derek Nnadi. This front has been pretty solid. We're getting the level of play we thought we would get coming into the season this year when I was like, oh, this is going to be a strong front. And then it was disastrous for like the first 7 weeks. But the past few weeks, it's been much better, and it needs to hold its own against the Cowboys offensive line that is pretty solid with or without Tyron Smith. Key number three, don't let Dak explode. Look, I'm not going to come on here, be super homer guy, and be like, oh, just shut Dak down. That's not going to happen. Dak Prescott's an MVP candidate. He's a top, 7-ish quarterback at this point in the NFL, maybe top 5. He's been tremendous the past couple of years in a limited sample last year before the injury, and then this year that has carried over, returning from injury, 70%, 20-5 touchdown interception ratio. He's been efficient. He's been effective. He's been fantastic, and we already mentioned the weapons that he has at his disposal, but make him earn his numbers, right? Make him make some tough throws. Don't just, play incredibly soft coverage and just give them 7-8 yard completions. Like that is not what you can do. Like, you got to make it hard on them, show them different looks, blitz occasionally, mix up the coverages, whether it's cover 2, cover 3, move guys around, move Honey Badger around, who can obviously play a number of different roles. Dak's going to get his, but make it hard on him. Make him earn, those 300, 350 yards, however much it ends up being. Who do you guys think is the better quarterback right now? Type PM for Patrick Mahomes, type DP for Dak Prescott. There's no doubt Mahomes has the better resume and has had a better career up to this point, although Dak has been around for a couple more years. But before last night, you would have had to say Dak's been better this season, right? But Mahomes did just have his best game of the year. So get your votes in, PM for Patrick Mahomes or DP for Dak Prescott. And then final key here, keep finding Hill and Kelsey. I mean, I know it's obvious, but against the Raiders was really in this last game was the first time in a while they've both had big games, right? Both had 10 targets each. Tyreek Hill had 7 catches for 83 yards and 2 touchdowns. Kelsey had 8 catches for 119 yards. Didn't find the end zone, but not needed as several other guys like Hill were able to finish off drives. This is the first time in a while both of them have been able to have big games in the same game, which was a consistent theme a year ago. This offense against Dallas's defense should be able to find mismatches because I mentioned the Cowboys' defensive front. They're banged up there, and they're already not great at defensive tackle, and now that they're probably going to be out for sure with Randy Gregory. He's not going to be able to play. He's on IR. Probably not DeMarcus Lawrence either. You should be able to hold up front, and then you got Hill, Kelsey. If you double one of those guys, that opens up guys like Byron Pringle. Like, you should be able to exploit this Dallas secondary. Plus, as good as Trevon Diggs has been at corner for Dallas, is he going to guard the twitchy, speedy Tyreek Hill? I think that's a tough matchup for him. They might put Diggs on Kelsey. Who knows? It'll be interesting to see how Dallas plays that out. But either way, if they try to use Diggs to take someone away, then you're going to have someone else, whether it's Hill or Kelsey, exploit those matchups. Predict the score. We asked you at the beginning. We'll ask you guys again. Chiefs versus Cowboys. Remember, if someone gets the correct score, we will shout you guys out on our next show. And you can't come back after the game and edit your score because YouTube actually tells you if you guys edit your post. So don't even try that. Get your score predictions in and let me know what you guys think. All right, my prediction, Chiefs win it 31-28. I think this one could go either way. I'm going to favor the home team in this one. You know Arrowhead is going to be fired up for the Cowboys coming to town. Road teams always love hosting the Cowboys because everyone hates the Cowboys. That's just how it goes typically. Plus, coming off a win against the Raiders like that, they're going to be fired up for this matchup. So give me the Chiefs 31-28 and a classic between Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott. And we, of course, will be live for this matchup, so subscribe, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. We will have a live watch party. We'll be live a few minutes before kickoff. And then, of course, take you throughout the game with live play-by-play, scoreboard stats, and updates. So join us for that. And remember, we got to get more subscribers this week than Tom in the Cowboys Report.